golden nuggets, hopefully with likes that you never heard before. I'm just going to invite everyone in from the Freedom Club, so let's go live there. Get this party started. All right, move you off to the side, and let's open up YouTube again. Michaela, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. All right. Let's check our questions for the day. Christopher, nice name. Must have had a great mum and dad to give you such an epically awesome name like that. Riddy, Diana, Jake, hello, welcome to the stream. Rhonda, can you have some advice in relation to skincare? Waiting for Bilal to send you your new videos. If the eye patches don't work, can you find a good... Yeah, absolutely. Oh, can I find one? Probably. Skincare's a great niche. Okay. You know what? Let's get through these questions, Rhonda, and then if we have time, which I think we will, because there's not many questions here today, let's go hunting for skincare products. Rob, the other guy with an amazing name, Mr. Evers, welcome to the stream. Hey Rob, do you prefer Evers or Evers? Because my mum insists on everybody who calls us Evers that it must be Evers. But I prefer Evers, especially because, like, you know, you've got the basketballer over in the States, and he was Evers, and actually in the States they call it Evers, so that's why I prefer it. Anyway. Riddy, you have issues getting your Meta account spammed. Like you're getting spammed or you are spamming. Rob, either one will do. Evers or Evers? Fair enough. Okay. Riddy, if you can give me some more details on that, happy to help. Zoe, looking over your ads, pop the link in here and then let me know to refresh so that I know to do it. All right. Dennis, Theens, you're getting spammed. Yeah, that's normal. We're all getting spammed constantly. All we need to do is just ignore them. The best thing to do if you're getting spammed is actually to block each account that's spamming you. Otherwise, they'll just keep spamming you. And I know it doesn't get rid of the problem, but I assume you're talking about the meta messages. Yeah, we can't stop that. Unfortunately, it's the biggest problem. All right, Thanos. You're getting quite a number of add to carts for your products, but not converting into purchases. Please help. Good CPM. We've only spent $22. Good CTR. Very good CTR. Very good cost per click. Had 7 add to carts. One is... That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Nothing wrong with him, my friend. There is absolutely no point me logging in just yet for your account, because you haven't spent anywhere near enough for me to have any type of thing that I can tell you what to do in this situation. $22 is a drop in the ocean, my friend. Drop in the ocean. This looks good. This honestly doesn't look like you have any problem whatsoever. I'd be happy if I got 7 add to carts for $22. Usually I probably might get a 5% add to cart rate, and a 5% add to cart rate of 42 clicks would be around about the same, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Maybe 3 add to carts. The idea is to have a 2% purchase rate or higher, and you've had 42 clicks. You could get 1 or 2 purchases in the next 38 clicks, so this could be a great campaign. Excuse me, got the hiccups. This could be a great campaign. Someone else is attaching their campaign copy to your Oh my god. Riddy, change your Facebook password and add 2-factor authentication immediately. You're not just getting spam. That's not spam. You're being hacked. Someone's hacked your account. You need to change your password, log out of Facebook on all platforms, and set up two-factor authentication on your Facebook ads. If you don't know how to do it, ChatGPT can give you some steps if you want to ask it. You did yesterday, good. Meta assisted you, fantastic. Fantastic. Happened to you, Jake? That's awful. It's never happened to me. I think I've been lucky. It's never happened to any client that I've got, but I know it's not uncommon. I know it happens to people. I'm sorry it happened to you guys. Ali, any advice suggested platforms to use to create other ad content other than Creative OS? Bit underwhelmed in the quality of some of the UGC you have received recently. Hoping you can mix it with some AI. Yeah, ArcAds. ArcAds is what I use to make my talking head AI on most of my video content. Love ArcAds. Getting really good with CapCut or really good with Premiere Pro really helps. To be honest with you, outsourcing static image creation was the best thing that I did. I don't often outsource video creation. I'm not the best video creator, but I can't quite seem to find video creators who can just give me superb videos every time. I find that I need more control to do that myself. So I use ArcAds, and I mix in and remix a lot of the stuff that I get from my UGC. So even though sometimes you get UGC and it's bad, it's not the end of the world because you can always reuse those shots. Really, so that's the reason you couldn't share your ad manager, because the amount shown spent is not correct. Hacker keeps daily $100 budget, so in a day it gets spent so much. Do I use Bilal for statics? I use Bilal when I'm starting a product to give me the initial starting push, and then I use Dimas for the rest. Bilal is great, but Bilal isn't going to sit there and make me hundreds of different images for different topics, whereas Dimas, he gets it. So different tool for a different purpose. CapCut has updated its terms of use. It isn't the best to use anymore. Oh, that's a shame. I liked CapCut. That's a big shame. Oh well, back to what's it called? Premiere Pro, I guess. It is what it is. I did suspect that would happen with CapCut eventually. Ali, struggle with lack of direction. Well, hold on, there's too many questions coming in. How can you contact Bilal? Oh, I don't. Ooh. Okay, I'll give you. Okay, Austin, if you're watching this, if anyone from the Freedom Club is watching this, and I'm not supposed to do this, just let me know and I won't do it again. I'm gonna give you guys Bilal's Freedom Club, not Freedom Club, his direct Upwork link, because that's how I contact him. I think there is a way you can get to him from the Freedom Club. I'm not sure what it is, and I could be about to get in trouble, but we'll see. You'll do it, Billy? Just search his name in Upwork? Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it so I don't get in trouble. Search his name in Upwork. You'll find it yourself by looking at his stuff? Yeah. Just message him on the Freedom Club. Okay, cool. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, everybody. I don't know if he goes in and looks at his DMs in the Freedom Club. I don't know. Your best bet is to message him on Upwork. Okay, now Riddy. So, can you confirm with me, Riddy, have the hackers no longer got access to your business manager? And do you know how to make sure that they're not in your business manager? Now, what I do for my ads, guys, I'll see if I can find my snoring thing, right? One sec. I'll talk you through what I would normally do. Here we go, snoring products. You're not so confident, really? I want you to go into your settings in your business. I want you to go into people. I'll show you what I want you to do. Actually, you could give me access to it. If you feel like you are worried about what to do, you can invite me. I can go in there, I can make sure there's no one else in there. Now, I do have two-factor authentication on myself. You're scared now? You tried working through as Meta advised? You're not sure? Yeah, sure, I can help you out. I can take a look. So this is one of my spare accounts at the moment. Wondering why they're all turned off. So this is a spare account I have under Home Craftology. Let me go into... Hold on. I just want to make sure... One sec. Because I gotta make sure I don't share any personal information about my clients. Second. There's the one rule they have with me. You'll see some stuff, but you know, it is what it is. All right. So this is my Home Craftology business. And these are the people in my business who have access to my business stuff. What you want to do is anyone who shouldn't be in here, remove them. Remove them from your business portfolio. Make sure they're all gone. And then you want to make sure that you are careful when you see somebody popping up saying, hey, so-and-so, like as an agency, I can request access to any business I want. I don't do it though, but I could. And sometimes people might see that request and go, yeah, of course, there must be a Facebook pop-up for access. Yeah, of course they can have that. And maybe that's how some people get access to businesses. I don't know. So where do we want to do that? If we go partners, make sure you remove every partner in here. Every single partner should be gone, okay? There should be nothing left in here. Except, no, nothing. Get rid of all the partners. What's Josh doing there? Josh lost his account and he needed a way to advertise on Facebook. So I gave him an account under my business. For anyone who gets banned on Facebook, I can get you back on track. That's my job here. My job. So if that does happen to you and you think you're done, you think you're cooked, you're never going to advertise on Facebook again, let me know. There's things that we can do to help get you back on track. All right. And that it just happens. Look, I've got tons of Facebook accounts because I have an agency. How do you get banned? Sometimes it's weird. If you're doing the wrong thing, if you're advertising a product that you're not supposed to advertise in a way you're not supposed to advertise it, or if you've stolen someone else's content and been DMCA striked a couple of times, Facebook can ban either your ad account. They'll probably do that first, but depending on which asshole is actually doing the banning, maybe they decide to ban your business account as well, like your business manager. And depending on how much of an asshole they feel that day, maybe they ban your entire account from ever advertising on Facebook ever again. Happened to me one time. I was literally banned off Facebook for life when I first started realizing how I could make money on Facebook. That's a whole other story. A whole other story. And look, now I'm an official Meta business partner who's spent millions of dollars on the platform. All right, so Dennis, we need you to spend some more money, my friend, and come back with some decent results so I can help you. Christopher, with Facebook ads, do I recommend also boosting on Instagram? No, never. Ever, ever, ever. You should never be boosting any content on Instagram. And if I ever catch you doing that, you'll be in big trouble. You'll be just pissing your money away, honestly. You get less interactions than when you boost on Instagram. There's a reason for that, Chris. Can I call you Chris? There's a reason for that. If you want likes and interactions on your post, then you go into your Facebook ads and you make a new ad for engagement and you ask Facebook for likes and interactions with your post. That's exactly what boosting does. It says to Facebook, I don't care about sales. All I want you to do is get me likes and comments on this post. And that's what you'll get. If you ask Facebook for clicks, Facebook will give you clicks, tons of clicks, no sales, but tons of clicks. If you ask Facebook, if you say to Facebook, I want to do a sales campaign, but for this one, I want to select my optimization event as add to carts. Facebook will give you add to carts. It's really, really good at giving you what you asked for. And I've had students who've spent a couple of grand on their ads and got no sales. And I look in their account and I'm like, you guys realize you asked Facebook for carts and you didn't ask Facebook for sales? And they're like, oh man, I made a mistake. So if you want likes and interactions, you can boost your post, or you can go and do an engagement campaign. Sometimes and this is a good trick. If your CPM is really, really, really high, one of the tricks that I sometimes do is a long-term, really small budget engagement campaign. On my same ads that I'm doing in my Advantage Plus, I do an engagement campaign for like $5 a day. And that engagement over time tends to start bringing my CPM down. That's a little golden nugget for you guys. All right, Amy, you want me to look at fur friends? And if I see you doing boosts, I'll find you. All right, Amy, fur friends 2. Oh, I brought up my snoring. There was a reason I brought this up. Here's what I do. Before I launch a product, this is like stage 1 of launching a product. I found all the products that I was interested in selling, and I've tried to decide which versions I'm going to use. Versions I'm going to use. And once I've done that, I found like 12 competitors for snoring products. The next thing I'm going to do is just keep deep diving and see how many other competitors I can find, and have all of their ads down here. And I should have a whole page of competitors here, so that when I start to need ads, well, then I go to their ad accounts and I look at all of the different angles they're using. I write all the angles down. Look at this one. Here's an angle. I got 7 hours of uninterrupted sleep, finally. That's an angle. Goodbye CPAP. That's an angle. Got this for my husband, wearing it for myself. That's an angle. So all the angles that I could possibly think of are probably already here. I just go to Dimas with all of the angles that I've written, with a few different product shots, and I say to him, all right, off you go. Go and find some nice backgrounds. Go and find some nice colors. Go and make me beautiful ads for this product, and make me a whole bunch of them. Make me 20. And then I launch them and test them all one by one. That's my workflow. Christopher, your partner was running $5 a day ads. She's got a service-based business. Yeah, so my agency is thinkroom.com. For those of you who want to know a bit more about me. And no, I did not make the logo. My business partner did. For some reason, he doesn't wear glasses, but he thought the glasses make us look smarter. I only wear glasses in front of my computer, by the way, guys. So I don't look like this all the time. That's my business partner. He is an SEO guru, whereas I am the ads-based guru. We take clients from all around Australia. We come from Noosa. These are all the people in our team. And we have an office in London. We have an office in Noosa. We're building an office in Perth. We have an office over in Christchurch in New Zealand. And we take small businesses and we help them with their business. We build them beautiful websites. I do all the ads for all of them, Facebook ads and Google ads, and now even TikTok ads. So yeah, we have people. I'd say $5 a day is probably a little bit low. It's not going to get you much at all, but we do. If you need help with your service-based ads, let me know. I can give you some tips. I'm not here to sell my services as far as this agency goes. We're not taking clients right now. But if you want help with your service-based business ads, be happy to give you a couple of minutes of help. Happy to. All right, fur friends. We've got over the past 30 days. Now, I like to make sure that when I'm looking at ads, we're looking over a significant period of time. There's no point looking over 3-5 days. Really, we're looking over 30 days. We're looking for consistency. And you only get that over a large period of time. 20 different hooks, right? Or only a few hooks that create 20 ads. As many hooks as I can think of, Mia. As many hooks as you can think of. You have a dog walking business. Awesome. My uncle, bless his heart, just created a new business. And this is based in Canberra where he lives. And he's picking up dog poop. His business is... It's called Poop Pickers. Pooppickers.com.au. I couldn't be prouder of him. What was my thoughts on TikTok ads? Yeah, do them. I mean, TikTok for e-commerce is nowhere near as powerful as in my view, as Instagram and Facebook. And I think it comes down to the age, because people on Instagram and Facebook are more likely to buy, but people on TikTok are getting older. And maybe that's better. I just don't love TikTok. I don't love the idea of Chinese government having all my business information. Not that they probably don't already. I don't know. I'm a bit wary of it. Billy, you offer that service too? How's he doing? He just got started, man. He just got started. He's an old fella who needed a business, and this is what he came up with. This is what he could do, and I'm very proud of him. And I'm just starting. I haven't started his ads yet. We're going to build his ad account this week. Okay, so for fur friends, we've got vacuum testing, which we haven't really. We've had $100 spent. We haven't had any sales. CPM's very low, which is great. CTR was pretty good, from what I can see, at 1.51. Not too bad. Cost per click, not bad, not bad. I haven't had a lot of luck with the vacuum cleaner myself. I think it's very expensive. I don't know if it's going to be great to sell. Your ad itself, not bad. Not bad. I don't see how this is going to be stress-free grooming at all. That's one thing. If I know my dogs like I know them, anything that makes a noise like that that's going to be touching their hair, they are going to hate. Your ads, even though they're ChatGPT, they're actually pretty good. If this is going to work, then these ads are going to be the ones that actually sell it. Good job. They're really good ads. Let's take a look at the landing page. I don't know about the product itself. Oh, I don't like this. That's too. She's not even holding it properly. No, I hate this. It's too uncanny. You're only 9 left in stock. It looks a little untrustworthy. Added 2 products since. You're stuck with the hacking issue. You haven't done more with videos. You lost confidence advertising. Don't lose confidence, really. Just fix it. Get back on track. And remember me. I got banned for life on Facebook. I had to learn how to be a good boy. And eventually they let me back on. And I was able to then build businesses. You got to start your hero arc. Or your villain arc. But you can do it, really. That's pretty cool. That bit of that this image here is like, this whole video here is really good. There's a few issues with the landing page here. Some of these things, like the way that they indent and the big text block, it doesn't look great. These do. These look great. I think change up some of these product images to be a little less uncanny. Like, it's not even. Oh yeah, I guess it's a gun type of thing, is it? I don't know. Up close, it looks very fake. This one, not so much. And these are fantastic. Oh, that's what they looks like my dog. All right. So I know I spent a lot of time on this particular product. I don't know. Unless you had some add to carts, I'd be wary about running that one. Your Advantage Plus, $20 per purchase. Dude, $20 per purchase? What? Make me want to start a dog store. How much are you spending per day on this? Why isn't it scaled? $36? Why? What? Oh man. $13 a purchase. Oh. Dude. Whose is this? Who am I yelling at here? Amy. Amy. Scale it. You've been too scared. You haven't been able to make my calls and ask for advice? Scale this puppy, Amy. You're about to make a ton of money. And let's go. Let's go. Scale it up to $50 a day for the next 3 days. Then scale it up to $100 a day. See how you go. Can it take 150? Just scale it up slowly. $20 or 20%, no more than 20% every few days. And come back on Tuesday and tell me how much money you've made. How should you call it? I don't know. What do you mean by call it? Is that scale it you're trying to say? Dude. Come on, make some money. Seriously. That's fantastic. Good job, Amy. Good job. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Go see how far you can take it. Yeah. How should you scale it? Increase the budget by 20% tonight. And then tomorrow, if it still looks good, increase it by another 20%. If it looks good the next day, increase it by another 20%. As you start to increase your budget, your cost per purchase, it's gonna go up. And there's gonna be a point where you can't scale it any further because it just eats into profit. And that's the point then when you come back to me and say, Chris, we need to squeeze a bit more out of this. Come and help me. But take it slow as you're scaling, 20% each day or each other day, and don't be reactive. So if you scale it 20% and tomorrow you have a bad day, don't unscale it. Let it fly for a few days, because as Facebook widens the net of people that it's going to start advertising to, you're going to have to give them more time to get introduced to your brand. It can take up to 7 days for someone to purchase from you. So the reason why we scale slowly is because of that particular purpose. It can take 7 days for someone to purchase off you. So you scale tomorrow, and some new people might purchase, but a whole bunch of them are going to wait a few days. So you keep that budget on, and you wait until you have a solid answer. Is this going to fly or not? And I'm pretty sure you're going to do well. Those stats look amazing. Byron, take a look at your ad account. The business is Lushair. All right. Yeah, I'm excited for you too, Amy. You make me want to start a dog store. I just need to clone myself 2 or 3 times, and I can start up a dog store. What are we looking for? We're looking for Lush Air. You know what? I was this close to starting a dog store about 8 months ago. I've got a domain name. I just started building it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Should have done it. But I wouldn't have sold that product. I wasn't even thinking about that product. All right, hair growth brush. Hair growth brush. Okay, so this is the brush with red lights. I'm taking it that helps us grow hair. $47 a purchase. Not bad. Not bad. That's still within the realm of we can make money from this. CPM is quite good. Stable 33. Where are the clicks? Why can't I see everything? Here we go. Alright guys, my my Windows playing up. Just have to refresh it. Okay, now I can scroll across. We got audiences, so we're testing hair care, cosmetics, and hair care. I'm not a huge fan of testing audiences these days. I prefer just to put everything into a broad campaign, honestly. So hairbrush isn't really working for you here. Skincare and hairstyle seem to be. Honestly, my advice, probably end your testing, take your best ads and pop it into a broad campaign. Have you tested a broad campaign? You have. Let's go looking at max data now. Broad, $51 a purchase. Beautiful. Beautiful. Why are we not running this? Over 1.5% click-through rate, cost per click under $2. I don't really test audiences. I'd rather let my product work on a broad, personally, because if it can work on broad, then it should be super easy to scale. I mean, you've spent a fair bit of money on this so far. So let's talk about your product. Let's talk about your product. We don't have enough ads in here. We've got, what, 6 different ads? And you need to make way more ads. Way more ads. Okay. Whoops, just hit the mic. Okay. Oh, works best with our hair growth oil. Nice. So you're selling this at 99 buckaroos? If Facebook thinks it won't work, it will go outside of your suggestions. I mean, you're right. You're right. It's just that right now you're spreading your budget across 3 very similar audiences, and they're competing against each other for no reason. You could have all of this in one broad and achieve the same thing. And the broad will have more chance of being able to get out of your learning. I mean, you are out of learning, which is great, but you can scale your broad so much better. So much better. Because right now you got $40, $20, $20. And you got to kind of second guess where you're going to put your budget. What effect will that have on my other ad sets here? And then each ad set, right, has the same ads in it, right? So there's no point of doing what you're doing. It's pointless. Pointless. It's okay. It's not end of the world. You're not doing things disastrously wrong. Just sort of wasting energy. Let's talk price. How much does this thing cost you to buy? Great landing page. I can see Jimmy's helped you out in this. Beautiful landing page. You've done really, really well. Actually. So let's do your numbers. How much does this thing cost you? And if you can also tell me how many people buy this from you? Just a rough idea. How many sales per week do you reckon? Oh, they're not here? Oh, I thought it was Billy's. Thanks for telling me. Hold on. Oh, you're right. Byron and Eric. My bad. Sorry, Billy. I thought this was yours. All right. Byron and Eric. My concern here is we're spending $50 per purchase, or roundabout, for a $90 product. Now, if a lot of people buy 2, fantastic. I don't think they will. If a lot of people buy your package, even better, because if you're spending $50 and you've got a nice, easy $50 margin here on this, beautiful. But what I want you to do is make way more ads. Right now, Right now, we are struggling with ads, and we are struggling with putting them, like getting enough eyes in front of them. So we need to have at least 5 to 10 static image ads that are good, that are actually working. Right now, you've got a few here, but they haven't really spent much money. Let's get out of the testing phase and throw all of this into an Advantage Plus shopping campaign, and see how things go. Experiment. If we're doing nothing, then nothing's going to change. All right, that's enough of that one. Billy, review your ads for Lux Lid. All right. Lux Lid. Now we get to see your store. Lux Lid. Coming right up. Same niche. This will be interesting. Theirs is doing better than yours. Theirs is going to like load more. Okay, my bad. My bad. Theirs is pretty consistent, but that cost per purchase is pretty high. See comment, see more. Okay. All right. Oh, damn it, guys. You're popping in at the last minute. You give me more work to do. You change your prime. Okay, here we go. How many link click? Okay, well, let me read the whole thing. Been up for 2 days. The data is limited, but you're going to test some new creative soon. You want some insight? Yep. Invited to Lux Lid. Probably not enough data on the ads. No add to carts purchases from this batch of ads. How many link clicks without add to carts would you say is acceptable? It's math. Math's hard. When I'm launching a store, I'm looking for add to cart rates above 5%. That's what I'm looking for. You've changed your primary product and gifts. Maybe that's deterring people. It might not have the compelling information on the science. Maybe people don't believe that it works. I'm looking at your ads here. Yeah, not enough. Nowhere near enough data. The CPM is quite high because it's a fairly new store, and perhaps your people are bouncing a fair bit, but that's not too bad. I've made profit on a store that had a CPM of 80, so it's possible, and they got good click-through rates, especially for this regrow your hair ad right here. That's looking pretty good. Click-through rates are pretty good. Like, that tells me there's probably buyer intent. Now, you've had 35 link clicks. I would have hoped to at least have 1 or 2 add to carts out of that, but don't get too deterred, because you could spend another $60 and get all your add to carts. Let's take a look at your product page. Not the greatest product image. Not the greatest at all. We would probably prefer to have... These are pretty good. Just needs to look like a little bit more professional than product image, that's all. The things you've got are fairly good. Free gift, scalp, activation brush, limited time offer. Okay, visibly. See, this doesn't. The language here isn't quite good. Visibly thicker, fuller, and longer hair. Like, it should be like, this hat will give you the lights regrow visibly thicker hair is what you want. You change it, put your better. You'll change it up and put your better things. Yeah, excellent. Like this, you're getting the right idea. If this is the information that you want, it just, the black on red doesn't look great. That's all. Your logo is fantastic, by the way. It's fantastic. Stop shedding at the source. It seems weird to me when you have some words that don't have capital letters, and I know technically that's probably correct. It just looks weird. Suitable for all stages of hair loss. I don't know about that. I mean, if you've lost all your hair, this ain't gonna do shit. Free scalp activation brush. Jimmy hates your logo? I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it. What our customers are saying. I mean, I want to see more shots of the actual hat. I want to see if there's a big ugly like battery on it that I need to worry about. How do I charge it? How long does this thing charge for? How do I have to wear this all day? Am I going to be wearing this at night? Do I just wear it when I'm on the couch? How many hours a day should I be using this for? These are opportunities here with your text here to, in your benefits, talk about some of that stuff. Like regrow visibly thicker, fuller, and longer hair in minutes a day, right? Comfortable hat that regrows your hair, something like that. You know, you'll have to use some ChatGPT to come up with some really good ideas of things you can say here that will stop people from, what's the word I'm looking for? It like roadblocks. It'll unroadblock everybody. Riddy's giving us a store here to look at. Okay, Riddy, I'll come back on that one. Regrow your confidence. From thinning hair to fuller hue. Regrow your confidence. Tired of watching your hairline thin and recede? Got some casing issues here. Do we? No, we don't. No, we don't actually. I take that back. With Lux Lid Premium Growth Cap, you won't just stop the hair loss, you reverse it. I will Riddy, be happy to. It's not a bad image. Reverse hair loss in minutes a day. Yeah, that'd be good to put up here. Proven technology, effortless routine. Using Lux Lid Growth Cap targets the root cause of the hair loss. More circulation in the scalp. But that's not all this is doing, is it? Does red light? This is what I'm just asking because I don't use a red light thing to keep my hair. I use finasteride and some other compound, and that has literally regrown my hair. I was bald 10 years ago, and they regrew it from scratch using these tablets. So I'm wondering if the red light actually has an impact on testosterone. That's the reason we lose our hair, because testosterone gets into the hair follicles and it actually stops their hair from forming over time. So the tablets that I'm taking mimic testosterone and they go into the hair follicles, push the testosterone out so that the hair can actually grow again. And I'm wondering if the red light does something similar. The Ultimate Hair Growth Bundle. That's for male pattern hair loss. Shop now and receive a free scalp activation brush. Maximize your results. So I think your page, it's probably about, if I'm going to be honest, about 65% of what you need it to be to sell a product like this for $129. We need a lot more detail. We need a lot more close-ups of the cap. More information about how it works and why it works. I'm certainly not going to be wearing this thing every day if it's going to make my head itchy, if it's going to be bulky or heavy or sweaty. So keep that in mind when you're trying to describe how it works. You might want to talk about the airflow. You might want to talk about the temperature and when and how to use this. These images are quite good too. But yeah, go find all your competitors and see what you can kind of glean off their website. See if you can make this even better. All right, Solvify. Cool product. I don't like this image at all because it does look very computer generated, and that's not the problem. The problem is it's hard to decipher what your product is from this. This is much better. A much better product image. Billy, you wish you picked an easier product? Man, don't get shiny thing syndrome. Hey, every product is going to be tricky. Glam care. All right, Marcelo, no worries. Comfort and convenience, ergonomic benefits, stay organized. None of these things are benefits. Who's actually buying this thing? This car thing? We talking about the car thing, Ben? Or are we talking about the cap? Who's going to be buying this? Yeah, who would buy this? That's the question. Who is the target audience for this? Maybe a real estate agent. All right, so none of these benefits here are going to sell this product. How do you plan to use your car desk? Works. That's terrible. And look, sorry, whose was this? Riddy. This critique I'm giving you is nothing personal, okay? I understand this is your first store, and I want you to know I am harsh. I'm not harsh to just you, okay? I have a history of being openly blunt to anybody who shows me their store, and I will tell you what works and I will tell you what doesn't work, because I don't want you wasting your time and your money when your product or page isn't going to work. So nothing personal, nothing about this is personal whatsoever, and I do want your absolute winning success. Okay, that's my whole thing. I want you guys to make a ton of money out of this, but this isn't going to work. The product itself, you're going to have to find the right angle for this. This isn't a product that everybody's going to buy, because at this point in time, 2025, we don't all walk around with laptops anymore. Am I right? But there are people who do. And you got to find who those people are, and you've got to sell this to them. Sell this that they have to have this. It could be people with kids. Maybe that's your killer angle here. Maybe it is for kids who travel in the car. Maybe it is for real estate agents to use in the front seat. But we got to find who they are. So what I need you to do, Riddy, I need you to find me a competitor who is selling this product, and their website makes you go, wow, that's good, and wow, I need this in my life. I want you to show me that competitor, and if you can't find one, that means this product's not really got a demand for it. How do you find that? Winning Hunter, Google, and the Facebook ad library. Ali, salespeople that work in territories. Your husband has to travel quite a bit for work, spends a lot of time in taxis, flight, and cars. Yeah. We need to find the websites who are angling this at the right people. In the meantime, what was I doing? What was the next one? Marcelo, Glam Care. Ads for Glam Care. All right, okay, cool. One sec. Glam Care. There's more products on bestsellers? Okay, let's have a look. What is the purpose of this store? I think maybe you've gotten the wrong idea here. And Solvify, it's looking to me a little bit like it's a drop shipping store rather than a brand. So, Ben, how do you send me links? Yeah, links don't stay up on YouTube, unfortunately. Are you part of the Britain Club, Ben? I'm going to have to come up with a solution where people can put links in their YouTube. Leave that with me, because it is a problem. I might have to start a Discord server or something, I think. Which I can do. Your car comfort. Okay, so this is going to be a car comfort store. It's not a bad idea. All right, we got the seat warmers. This is not a bad idea, but I think it might be quite seasonal. Not the Freedom Club? All right. Sorry about that, Ben, but you happy to join? Yeah, come on over and join. I probably will start a Discord server so that people can share links. I've been thinking about it the past couple of weeks. All right, ready for your car seat. This is cool. I'm just worried about it being seasonal, but car seat, like things for your back, maybe that's not a bad idea. That could be wrong, but these could be pretty good. What I want you to do, really, for any of these products, I mean, I can't sit here and go, you know what, this is gonna be awesome for you. This is gonna make you a ton of money. For any of these, I want you to, and you can feel free to send me a message on inside the platform. find me any person out there who's making a ton of sales for any of these products and show me their store so we can take a look at it. We need to find which has a lot of demand. It's all about finding demand. I like your niche, car comfort. I like it. It can work. But we got to find the examples of people out there who are making a ton of money selling these. Hey, Jackson, how you doing? Marks Lee. All your private suppliers said products is out of stock for 2 to 3 weeks. You're starting to scale. What should you do? Yeah, here, my friend. I'll give you my link. If you need to chat, you need to find a supplier, I can hook you up. So click that link. Come and have a chat with me on WhatsApp, and I'll introduce you to my supplier. You should better have him. Where should you check that? All right, so let's go to Winning Hunter. Now, here's a link to Winning Hunter if you want. Winning Hunter, let's look up. I won't do it right now because otherwise it's going to be the next few hours. I'll just show you what to do. Let's look up car. So we're going to look up ads that have the word car in them. The car seat warmer ago. Since it's a new car, my seat warmers are a game changer. Yes. Do you reckon that's seasonal? Do you reckon that's more like winter? How much should you spend on Facebook ads the first day? $50 a day is a good starting point. Yeah, I did post the Winning Hunter link. That's right. This is for Winning Hunter. That was on purpose. That was just so that Riddy can jump in and start looking for competitors. So I'm searching for car. I'm searching these countries. We're going to click apply. I got to log in. Oh, bugger that. This is how you find your competitors, though. We look them all up. We build a spreadsheet. We build a database of other competitors who are doing well, and we learn off them. Ben, you reckon 20 to 30 bucks? Hey, each to their own. I reckon 50 bucks is a good starting point. But I mean, I do this a lot, and I have a lot of stores, and I probably have a lot more runway than most new people starting stores. If you can only afford $25 a day, then $25 a day is fine. If we're talking US dollars, then maybe 50 is too much. If we're talking US dollars, 30 would be enough. I'm talking Australian dollars. But I do start new stores on $50 a day. And if I see potential, maybe I'll spend $100 a day for a little while just to gauge the sense of the market and what I want to do next. And it honestly depends how many ads I'm going to run to start off with. All right. Now, what were we doing? We were looking up Glam Care. All right, Glam Care, 22 purchases, $45 a purchase. Cost per click, looking nice under $2. Not bad, not bad. Link click-through rate is loading. Why are we loading? 2.38%, not bad. Those are the numbers that we want to be hitting for sure. Right on target, my friend. Up and fun on massager. We've got, good job. Your frequency at 2.37 is popping up a bit. That's an indication that we definitely need to start adding new ads. And you've only got 2 here, which is why your frequency is so high. Obviously, you've tested a bunch of stuff that doesn't work, and you've found you've got 2 ads here that do work. And one of them has a bikini, so of course that works. Well, not a bikini, but, underwear. And the other one is a box. It's not the prettiest ad. In fact, it's not even a good ad. It's good in the sense that it's getting you sales, but bad in the sense that we can do so much better. So your job this week is to go and find yourself someone who can make you some beautiful ads. The reason why these didn't work, they're just not quite there. See how amateur it looks. The colors are not popping out. I can barely read the text, and it looks like it's been thrown together in Canva. I mean, my ads are thrown together in Canva, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but there's no thought of design here. And that can be off-putting when we're asking for a product of $100 or more. How many ads? So if we're going by Facebook, and I'm going to teach you guys what Facebook tells me. When I sit down with Facebook, they tell me as many ads as you can make. Minimum 50. For a high budget ad account, minimum 50. I think the maximum you can do is 50, to be honest. So any number of ads over 15 is going to be good. When I'm launching my store, I'll launch it with, say, 2 to 3 videos and 5 to 10 different image ads. And I grow from there. I turn off the ones that don't work. I take the ones that do work, and I add more and more and more of them. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate the sub, my friend. It is a lot, but look at Homecraftology, guys. I'm literally showing you what it takes, guys. And if any of you were around when I was running Lush Living, you know I had a ton of ads on Lush Living. 50 maximum Advantage Plus. That's 50 max per ad set too. Technically, there's no limit per ad, right? Per campaign. So what we're trying to do is create visually appealing ads with a beautiful background that stops the scroll. We want to have a different ad for each angle. I say this time and time again. Every stream I come and say the same thing. Multiple ads for the same angle. I got ads that show the products. I got ads that show the quality. I've got ads that talk about customer support. I've got ads that talk about reviews, talk about how many we've delivered, talk about the products themselves. We've got ads that just show specific products. We've got problem solution type of ads. We've got deserving you craft time ads. We've got kits starting as so we got price sensitive ads. We've got me time ads. And Dimas is actually a day late in delivering 50 new ads for me to go test. So what I do is he's going to give me 50 new ads. I throw them all up to Facebook. I test them all and I turn off the ones that don't work and scale the ones that do. And that's all you have to do. You saw an ad account today. It's been running for 3 months with 1,000 creatives. My hat's off to them. That's probably more like what you should do. That's how we scale. That's how we continue to get cheap cost per purchases as we scale. All right. So with this one, you're nearly there. We just need a ton of more images. And I mean, video ads are hard, but if you could remix your video ads until you get better ones, that'd be a really good thing. We just need more static images on this one. Add them in, see how you go, and see if you can scale them after you've added them in, and after that cost per purchase starts to come down a bit. You're on your way though. You're on the way. And you're not doing badly. This is just one example of many ad accounts that I see from students like yourself at this particular point. You're nearly there, my friend. You're nearly there. Just keep going. Do I ever use multiple descriptions, like one ad with 5 copy options? Yeah, all the time. All the time. How do I find people to create content for you like Dimas? I go to Upwork and I create an ad and I say I'm looking for talented image designers. And you know what I do? I hire a whole bunch of them and give them the same task. And I give them the same product and I say, I need you to create for me 5 images that look different for this product with these hooks. And I choose the person who understands the assignment the best and who gives me the best results. That's how I work with my customer support. I'll hire 4 or 5 customer support people. I won't tell them this, but I'll fire the ones that just don't perform. What does the brief look like? Let me see. Let's see if I can pick it up. Let's have a look. Okay, I'll give you this exact example. So this is my good buddy Dimas, and here's what I asked him to do. Okay, we need to set up some new images. Same template we've used previously. Here are the offers. And I'll give him a link to the ones that are... I'll give him a link to my Facebook ad library. Let's do 10 ads for each offer. Good question, Billy. How do I know which ad copy is working? All right, give me a second. I don't know if I can use your account for this one. I don't know if I can use Homecraftology's account either because I don't have that many different copies running at the moment, I don't think. Because we're very optimized for Homecraft. But I'll have a look. So we want to make sure we come in here and we go breakdown. And down the bottom here. Yeah, man, testing a ton. Well, I've spent millions on this account. I don't know if you can see. It doesn't have the results down the bottom here for some reason. Maybe it'll load in slowly. I've literally spent millions of dollars in this account. I'm in the top 2% of ad spenders in Asia Pacific. Apparently, that's what Facebook tells me. Top 2%. Any tips on good UGC? Oh, it's tough. UGC is tough. All right. Let me one question at a time. We'll get to that one in a second, Ben. All right. So we got to go demographics. Wait. Action. No. Delivery. Wait, no. Which one is it? Maybe you have to go into ads. Breakdown. Here we go. Dynamic creative element. And you go and choose text, for example. And it will show you all the different... Oh yeah, I do have different ones. It'll show me all the different text that it's chosen and which ones are the most lucrative. Sometimes you'll get some here that just don't work. So breaking news, get up to 50% off. Well, I should probably get rid of that one because I don't even have that offer. Obviously, that's got a frequency of 4. Well, that's a high frequency, and a website purchase of that's where I'm losing money. Well, look at that, Billy. Maybe it'll save me a few extra bucks because I've got an ad copy that's not working. All right, let's get rid of it. The problem that I'm going to have here. Damn, that's going to be a bad problem. I may go back into learning. I can't turn it off though, it's losing money. That will annoy me. Alright, so we'll come back into my... Here we go. Let's just... You know what? Those bloody Facebook AI bullshit has made this particular ad lose money. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you for that bullcrap. All right, this is a problem that I get to with some of my videos. When we start to edit them, we get failed to load video thumbnails. It's very easy to fix. We just come in here, we just repick the thumbnail. You know what? I might do this one. That's a good thumbnail. And that should now publish. And hopefully not go back into learning. I do find sometimes with little edits like this, I don't go back into learning, but we'll see. I can see it's not on any of my other images. And I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and I actually noticed that ad pop up, and I couldn't find it. So Billy, you've holy shit, there's another one here. Damn. Well, I'm going to be, after this, I'm going to be going in and editing a lot of these and taking my 50% offer out. What is the thumbnail for a video that's, say, over, I think it's over 30 seconds, the thumbnail shows. And the person has to press play. So you want to have a good thumbnail to get that click. How do we know if it's gone back into learning? Well, when I go into the ad set, after it's finished processing, the ad set might say, look, if I go back into here, the ad set might say it'll go from active into learning. It may or may not. Facebook's a mixed bag of lollies sometimes, so it may be fine, but sometimes it goes back into learning for an ad edit. Sometimes it doesn't for me. If it does, then I'm just going to be annoyed for the next few days, that's all. Now, Ben, any tips on good video ads? Yeah, arcads. So, buy your UGC. Make UGC are okay. sorry, use clip. Use clip are what I normally use. They're okay. It's like $300 for a mediocre-ish video. I only need a mediocre-ish video. Probably 2 or 3 of these. And sometimes these work okay. But then I've got the clips. And I always make sure I tell them I want photographs and I want multiple clips, I want multiple angles. And I do that so they can jump on into ARC ads and make ads like this, where I can build an AI avatar using all the clips that I've got and just stick the avatar on top and reuse my video content over and over and over and over again. That's how I do it. That's how I keep my ad account fresh. And then making sure that I'm moving ads in and out of this all the time so that people see different ads. That's how we do this long term. Now, do we have any other questions here? We got Jake, Reformer. All right, this will be the last ad account review we do for the night. Reformer. You get like 10 videos and lots of raw footage. It actually depends on what you're asking for too. All right, Ben. Cost per result. It's coming down, is it? But your purchases are coming down. $73.85. It'd be great if we could get this a little bit cheaper for you, hey. This one here is one you're spending all the money on though. So for me, your middle of funnel isn't performing very well. I know it hasn't spent very much, but I would expect middle of funnel to be going better, is what I'm trying to say. Now, luckily for you, this is a high ticket item. Yeah, you don't have enough images in your middle of funnel. That's what's going on. All right, and in your top of funnel, $50 is all right. You're doing okay there. Let's look over the past 10 days. It's all right. Oh, you only got one purchase on some of these. What are we doing here though? We have a lot going on and we're not getting anywhere. This is supposed to be top of funnel. You called this top of funnel testing. Where's your actual top of funnel? Okay, we got 50, 50, 80, 60. What happens when we take all of your best ads with the best click-throughs and we stick them all in an Advantage Plus shopping campaign? That's what I want to know. Your quality ranking is average, which is good. I know it doesn't seem good, but most ads that I see have a below average quality ranking. Most ads. The fact that you're getting average, great. Your engagement ranking on some of these is above average. That's really, really good. Let's talk about your CPMs are very, very high. Now, there could be 2 reasons why your CPMs are high. Either, it could be a mix of these 2 things. Either the audience that you're trying to advertise to is expensive, or we have website issues. What's the difference between top of funnel and middle of funnel? Top of funnel is acquisition, so we're finding new customers. Middle of funnel is retargeting people who have already been to your website. You should always have a cheaper cost per purchase when you're retargeting. So your click-throughs are outstandingly good. Your cost per clicks are high because your CPM is high, and your CPM is high because people are clicking on your ads. This is my theory. People are clicking on your ads and quickly clicking off your website. Where is your link? Now, why are people clicking off your website? There's too much in this image. Let's break this down. Because most people are coming on mobile. So let's have a look on mobile. There's too much going on and I can't figure out if this is even the same thing that I just looked at. That's your problem. That's your biggest problem. I would like to see your logo a little bit darker so it pops out a tiny bit more. I like your gradient here. Oh, you've just changed that 48 hours ago? There is too much. What you need here is something more like that. That's the perfect product image. Follow along workouts, reformer. So we do have some capitalization errors here. Some of these have capitals, some don't. And especially when you're selling to women who do this kind of stuff, a lot of them are going to be looking at every tiny little detail of your website to figure out if they want to spend $260 on your website. So we need to clean this up. Before and afters look good. I don't know if you need that many before and afters for this, because I think the women who are going to buy this, they already know what Pilates is and they already want to do it from home. So we don't want to say the same thing twice. 30 days to a leaner, tighter body, 30-day risk-free trial. There's almost the same thing. Get rid of one. The free gifts are good. Follow along workouts is good, but the language we need to use. Follow alone workout video is worth $100. The macronutrient calculator, recipe book. These are all good things, but none of these have anything to do with the product and the benefits of the product and the ideal outcomes for the product. So think to yourself, what is the ideal outcome for this product? The ideal outcome is that these ladies, mostly ladies, do you think before and afters are important? No, I didn't say to get rid of them. I didn't mean get rid of them. I just meant you probably don't need as many. The ideal outcome for this product is that you get to have a reformer workout at home in your own time. A proper reformer workout. It could be cost saving. It could be time saving. Yeah, I know, but my opinion changes over time. I might see things on one day that I don't see that on the next day. I apologize for my inconsistencies, but dude, I do the same thing on my own stores. Trust me. And some days I have a good idea and some days I don't. All right, so color, that's fine. It's usually a good idea when we change the color here that the actual product images change so that we can see the product. That's usually a really good idea. Now, with the buy one, buy three, buy two, if no one's bought 3 off you yet, get rid of it. If no one's bought 2 off you yet, get rid of it. Because the less decisions they have to make at this point, the more likely you are of getting the sale. Maybe show how easy it is to set. Yeah, show how easy it is to set up. That would be ideal. Quick and easy setup and storage. 100%. Free gifts. Now, you mentioned free gifts. And I can choose between pink or purple, but I got no idea what free gifts you're giving me. Hey, I love all your websites. I just want to help you get more conversions. And these little things, I may pick up on one day, I may not pick up the next day, but the little golden nuggets, and if you can, you know, get them all satisfied, your conversion rate should go up. Well, thing is, Jake, you had to tell me in a comment what the free gifts were. I got down here and I'm confused. So how do you think your customers feel? We have to figure out a way to make it obvious what free gifts they're going to get. And I don't know exactly how we want to do that, but we just got to figure out a strategy to make it easy for them to understand their free gifts. And it could be that when you select your free gift color, then your product images change up here. You can do that in your variant in Shopify. So you set your pink variant to this one, and the purple one to this one. And then when I change it, it's going to come up here and it's going to show me. You might, instead of saying includes free gifts worth over $100, you might say includes free yoga ring and storage bag and Pilates ball worth $100. Just a little bit more indication. You heard the Shrine theme is good. Yeah, I use the Shrine theme. So all the websites that I produce are on the Shrine theme. What I don't like about it is that everyone's using it now. and everyone has these bold looking websites that all look the same. I don't like that. So I'm trying to customize my own shrine theme to look fairly different from everybody else. And then now we got Laurie. Incredible setup. You go from workout to dinner without leaving the house. The videos guide me. The food tastes amazing. Why does the food taste amazing? And because you're using the macro tracker. Cool, cool, cool. You got your offer ending soon. Free gifts. It looks good. Is there a way we can make the text bigger on mobile because it's a little bit small with the numbers there? And your add to cart being below that's not too bad, but your add to cart button is quite small in terms of text. It would be cool to get that text a bit bigger. Make that button pop a bit more. The light blue on white, it's a bit annoying to see. Safe payment on our website. I don't see that on many people's add to carts. I'd get rid of that and I'll pop these a little bit higher just so that there's less white space in between there. Just make it a bit neater. Now, oh wait, I don't like the text on mobile. It doesn't quite look right to me. That's cool centered, but these look a little strange. Maybe it's the size, I don't know. What's holding you back from feeling the best? Tired of workouts that don't tighten or tone where you want. All right. So at this point in the landing page, it seems like you're trying to sell me. Oh, wait a minute. Tired of expensive Pilates classes that, yeah, it's true. They do drain the wallet. Tired of trying to squeeze fitness into, okay. No, that's actually pretty good. Tired of bloating, poor posture, and low energy. Okay. I would get rid of this first headline. And I would ask these questions because these questions are quite good. We were tired of it too, and that's why we created the reformer method, your 4-step wellness routine. Calculate your macros, choose your meals, train with us. Brilliant. There's just some spacing issues here. Too much white space where you don't need it. And it kind of breaks it, you know what I mean? It kind of like this doesn't look quite right. But I love your images. You're saying the exact right things. Just gotta clean it up slightly, that's all. Fuel, move, and transform. Do it daily for 30 days and watch your body change from the inside out. Stronger, leaner, more confident. Cool. But then we move into this section here. And we've got what's included, but the image first. It doesn't quite flow on mobile quite right. You might have a what's included above here, have the image, and then have the text. And explain with this. There's no explainer here. It's just stuff. So this is, you could say, and check out the free gifts worth $100. Which you have there, but probably on mobile, have the heading and then the text and then the visual description. Customer insights. Don't call it customer insights. That doesn't mean anything. Call it just call it results or our customers' results or something. Thousands of Aussie women are seeing real results, stronger cores, lifted glutes, better posture, and serious confidence glow up. Reformer is more than a workout, it's a lifestyle shift, all from home. Oh, dude, what the hell? You come this far down the page and now you tell me this is 15 minutes a day? That should be the first thing I bloody read on this website. Jesus Christ. I can do 15 minutes a day. That would sell this to me. Okay, customers notice significant improvements after 2 weeks. Great. You got your results. These look fantastic. What store, mate? I don't have time to show you all the stores that I've run. I showed this before. This is Homecraftology. This is my award for 100,000 orders. I've had about 5 stores in the crafting niche. I've had an adult website. I've had a nail website. I've had websites in the cleaning. I've had websites in health. I've had dude, I can't list them all. I literally have them all. And I make stores quite regularly. So I've done a lot. Okay. I should get one. No, I actually do body pump. So I've got my body pump kit right over here. I do body comp 3 times a week, and it's kind of, it's got a bar and it's got the weights and it's got like the thing that I sit on to do the bench press, and then I sit here and I do my Les Mill program, listening to my dance music. That's my game. No, those stores are my stores that I was talking about. I literally used to have an adult store. I used to have I used to be sponsored by Lilo. I don't know if you know who they are. They sell a lot of adult products. I started a business in the adult niche, and it wasn't what you think. It was literally just a Facebook page, and I posted facts about the body and facts about sex, and it blew up. It was my first kind of instance of blowing up. I had 2.7 million followers on Facebook. It was amazing, and every day I just run these facts about animals and humans and biology, and my audience grew. I'd have jokes about stuff. There was this t-shirt I used to run. I sold so many of these. What was it called? Hold on. Wonder if it's still out there. Oh, wait a second. I'll try and find it. Hold on. Maybe you guys will get a kick out of it. Here it is. So this was my t-shirt. Well, it was a t-shirt like this. I designed it. It went off. And that's when I realized I could sell products online. And so I started making funny t-shirts. A lot of these are my designs. That was my design. That was literally my t-shirt. And from there, I got sponsored by Lilo to showcase their products on my fan page. And then I had a writer reach out who had written books about this sort of stuff, and she's like, "Hey Chris, do you want to come up with a business together?" And so we had a store where we sold Lilo products, and we did quite well. It was called Lush Mode. I don't know if you've got any. No, I better not show any of that, because that could get me in trouble. So that's where it all started. It was. Eventually Facebook took my page down, mostly because I couldn't, and this is the thing, I couldn't run any Facebook ads because it was in a niche that Facebook didn't like. So the only way for me to get traffic was to post on my page and post links, and eventually Facebook got sick of us posting so many links all day, and they eventually banned the page. And then I sort of started to think, well, if I can sell those products, I can probably sell a bunch of other products. And I started selling t-shirts. Les Mills was the first t-shirt brand that I created after that. It was called Addicted to Pump. My t-shirts are still out there. I love Les Mills, by the way. That's my logo for Addicted to Pump. I would sell cool t-shirts to mostly women who liked Les Mills. I had to be really careful. But the page is still there. I had to be really careful because Les Mills is I won't show you that one. Let's have a look at Pinterest. It's a brand that really quite love they love to come after people who are stealing from their brand. So everything I did was above board. None of these are mine. Anyway, I came up with funny slogans about Les Mills that went off, and I sold heaps and heaps of t-shirts. And that was my first Shopify store, was Addicted to Pump. I used print-on-demand companies that were just in their infancies back then. And I sold a bunch of t-shirts. The problem that I had with Les Mills was that really, if you think about it, like it's a well-known brand, but there isn't that many people out there buying Les Mill products. Michaela, you have many headlines and primary text in different languages. Is this normal? You may have selected Facebook to do automatic translating, I guess. I don't know. I don't have that problem. Did you do something wrong somewhere? Maybe. Guess Rush. Okay, guys. Let me answer that question for you. We'll come back. So hold on to that question, Guess Rush. I'm almost done with this review here. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Michaela, I'll answer that fully in a second. Pilates at home, full body training. Yep, down here looks good. The wellness bundle. If you're not getting any sales of this, get rid of it. Keep things really super highlighted on the actual product that you're selling. And some of those changes may have significant impacts to your conversion rate, I think. Billy, what do I think of your competitor's website? Perfect. It's a perfect website. It's really, really good. Look like 10,000 happy customers. Great. Regrowth. Yeah, this is good. Looks great. Looks fantastic. All right. One sec. So guys, over on YouTube, we've had a question from Guest Rush. Should we start dropshipping in 2025? What do you guys think? Is dropshipping worth it in 2025? Let me know in the chat. Yes, it's yes from Ali. 110% yes from Ali. Is it worth it? I don't know what else I'd do, honestly. I mean, I'd probably figure something out, but I love selling stuff. And dropshipping is the easiest and fastest way for me to sell stuff. If I wasn't doing dropshipping, I'd be selling something else in some other way, but essentially, I mean, dropshipping is not a thing. It's not a business type. It's not. The business type is e-commerce. The dropshipping component is literally just your method of shipping. And if I couldn't for some reason, if for some reason it was illegal to dropship anymore, I would just find another way to sell stuff. That's all. Billy, so just try copying them. So what you want to do, Billy, is to be extremely inspired by their landing page. To be extremely inspired. Don't steal their images, but certainly recreate their images in ChatGPT. Don't steal their headlines. Make them better. Make them so much better. Use them as a blueprint to show you how to do it, and then go and do it better than they're doing it. That's what you need to do. Now, Michaela. You checked your ad results using the breakdown, and you've got many things in different languages. I don't know what setting that is, but I remember there was a setting in my ads that said, hey, do you want Facebook to automatically translate this? And I don't think I clicked yes. I don't think you need it in Australia. If you're selling this overseas in America, you know, there's a lot of different languages in America, and there's a lot of different languages in Australia, but we're most in Australia, and I could be wrong here, but I feel like most of us speak good enough English to not need translations, most of us, but there's always going to be the odd new person in Australia who doesn't speak the current language, and the translation may help. So I don't see how it's going to be a bad thing. I don't, but it might be difficult for you to manage that many different translations because you can't read them yourself. So that's why I chose not to automatically translate my Facebook ads. It's in the advanced preview, is it? Yeah, I don't have them running. And I do sell to America, so that's just my decision. You know, maybe I should turn them on and let you guys know if I get more conversions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been well overdue today. We're running late. I got to wrap things up. It's been another awesome stream, guys. I've really had fun tonight. I'll be back for the next product review stream on Sunday. Riddy, you've sent me an invitation to the account. Great. I'll take a look and I'll see how we're doing. Michaela, if you're making money, don't touch them. And if you're not making profit, then maybe you want to go in and see what it's like when you turn that off. But if it's making profit, don't touch it. But you can duplicate your campaign out and run your campaign without that and see if it's any better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I'll be back. I'll see you soon.